Visiting Tapalpa means strolling through narrow cobblestone streets, admiring the whitewashed buildings with red tiled roofs, breathing in the cool, crisp mountain air, slowing down and just taking in your scenery. It's what the locals refer to as Tapalpeando. More than just a hashtag, it's a feeling, an emotion. It's a way of life that began long before anyone came up with this term. And there's nothing that better represents this than Tapalpa's most famous dish, Borrego al Pastor, lamb cooked the traditional way, shepherd style. This is why I came here. Welcome back to the next video in my Mexican travel series, where I spent 7 days eating and drinking my way through what's known as the heart of Mexico. Welcome to Tapalpa. Is it Magico or Mágico?
Pueblo Mágico.
Pueblo Mágico. So the G can also be an H. The same with the J.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about Tapalpa.
So Tapalpa is one of the Pueblo Mágicos. It's got one of the more special architecture. It almost seems like a Swiss mountain town, some of the architecture. And it's really beautiful, the vegetation, how it changes. Like we were going up the mountain, it was cactus. Then we go up higher in the mountains, you get, it almost looks like, you know, deciduous forests. And then you get more coniferous, oddly enough.
So this is Ari, my friend and guide for the week, and I had absolutely no idea he knew so much about trees. But moving along, Tapalpa is a mountain town located about an hour and a half's drive away from Guadalajara, and because of its elevation, the climate up here is a lot cooler, so it's become somewhat of a popular destination for Guadalajarans that are looking to get away from the heat and the crowds of the big city. Like all Pueblo Mágicos, there are a variety of things that you can do here. Hiking, ATV tours, zip lining, even hang gliding. And right up the road, there is a mysterious outcropping of huge rocks known as Valle de los Enigmas, the Valley of the Enigmas. I'll be checking that out a little bit later in this video, but first, I gotta get something to eat. I'm hungry. Right in the center of town, you'll find a row of open-air food vendors serving up authentic Mexican cuisine of all varieties, from tacos to soups to freshly squeezed fruit juices, anything you can find anywhere else in Mexico, but for whatever reason, it just tastes better here. There's definitely something to this Tapalpeando.
Vamos a ver todo y volvemos. Sí.
Like I said earlier, my main reason I'm here is because the Borrego al Pastor, but I cannot walk by these food vendors without at least trying something. First up, menudo. And no, not the boy band from the 1980s. I'm talking about this menudo.
Buenísimo, muchas gracias.
The quintessential Mexican breakfast soup. Often used as a Sunday morning hangover remedy, menudo is made from leftover meat that wasn't used for tacos the night before. Everything from the intestines to the liver, cheek, tongue, lips, even eyeballs are used. Next up, a sweetened coffee drink that's a favorite of the locals.
It's called Café de Olla. It has honey, chocolate.
Okay.
It's traditional from Tapalpa.
And of course, we're gonna finish off my breakfast with a round of tacos. And these were some of the best tacos I've ever tasted in my life. And I've tasted a ton of tacos. There is definitely something to this Tapalpeando. I don't know if it's the ingredients they're using, or maybe it's just the time they're putting into it, but definitely the best tacos I've had in a long time. All right, look at the chili. Whoa! Firecrackers. Yeah. At less than $1 per taco, it was really difficult not gorging myself on them. But I gotta get up, get moving, see what the rest of this magical little town has to offer. Tuk-tuk!
Tuk-tuk Mexicano.
A Mexican tuk-tuk.
You wanna go in that antique hotel?
Sure, let's look at it.
That's your thumbnail. Just go and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, no se puede? Oh, perdón. You called Jesus there.
I didn't know. I saw a string.
Jesus.
After wandering around for a bit and making our way towards the outskirts of town, we could smell something cooking off in the distance, so we headed that way.
They're smoking something there.
They're smoking something. Yeah, let's go check it out. Some smoked meat. I can smell it. Let's check it out. What is it?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
¿Cómo andan? Esto es magnífico. ¿Qué tipo de carne tiene aquí? Pollo, tiene
Borrego.
This is what we came here for. But the problem is, I'm still a little full from my breakfast and the borrego's not quite done yet. So we hopped in our car and drove about 10 minutes up to the other side of the valley to check out this geological formation known as the Valley of the Enigmas, or the Piedrotas, literally translated as big rocks, the Mexican Stonehenge.
They're a geologic marvel.
Aliens.
They're a marvel of the world, and we believe aliens placed them.
I believe aliens placed them.
There's some mythology with this place that people will tell you and how the rocks got here, but really beautiful formation. It looks like someone dropped a bunch of big rocks in this valley.
So you're gonna stay here, make a call. I'm gonna go down there and play in the rocks.
All right.
Por aquí pasan las personas más importantes del mundo. Oh, a horsey. I'm gonna go check out the rocks. Holy moly, these things are gigantic. They're a lot bigger up close. Those are really big rocks. Oh my gosh, look at that. Some sort of ancient fossil left here by indigenous. Oh, that's a neat view. Oh, okay. I did not wear the proper shoes to be rock climbing. Wow, here we go. Oh, wow, look at this view. Holy moly, I'm up here. This trail goes way down there. Wait a minute. That's for zip lining, I bet. Popular activities here at the Piedrotas: horseback riding, obviously, hiking, zip lining. You can even go camping in the valley if you want. But for me, I'm more interested in what's happening at the entrance to the Piedrotas. A bunch of vendors serving a variety of drinks and snacks, and this is where I discovered Tehuichela. Ooh.
Sí es.
Tehuichela.
Sol,
Salt,
limón,
limon,
tejuino.
tejuino. Okay. Ooh. Wonder what's in that. Tejuino. As far as I can tell, the tehuichela is a cross between the michelada and the cantarita, a concoction of freshly squeezed fruit juices, chamoy, tajin, beer, and tequila. Make it spicy, nice. Giant beer drink with a view. Wow, that's really good. It's kind of like a michelada, only better. And that is it for the Valley of the Enigmas. I think I left with more questions than answers because strangely enough, there isn't too much information on how these rocks were actually formed. But anyway, let's head back to Tapalpa and see if the borrego's ready yet.
Volvimos aquí. Estábamos casi en Guadalajara, pero teníamos que volver al restaurante del puente porque este hombre es un artesano. Ustedes son artesanos, lo sentimos.
Pues miren, el proceso primero es, traemos el borrego, vivo.
Sí,
Aquí precisamente lo destazamos el borrego.
sí.
Ponemos unos ganchos, aquí lo destazamos. Después de destazado, las piezas se marinan aquí en esta parte de aquí. Después de marinadas, ya las ensartamos en varas, que las varas son de manzanilla, el cual son resistentes ante el fuego.
Sí,
Y como el borrego suelta un poco de grasa,
sí.
entonces la vara se cura o se curte.
Ok. ¿Y le da sabor también o?
No.
Okay.
Aquí lo que le da un sabor característico es la leña,
Okay.
que viene siendo leña de encino. Ya después de que está marinado el borrego,
Sí.
lo ponemos en vara y alrededor de 4 a 5 horas,
Sí.
o sea, para que el borrego salga bien, que no te salga duro, que te salga jugosito, lo dejamos ahí, ya en la parrilla es nada más para recalentarlo,
Sí.
es para eso la parrilla.
We spoke to the gentleman out there, and he was passionate.
He really
the guy,
was.
Cuts his own goddamn wood. Boom! So we needed to have this borrego. Borrego is a very special meat in this part of Tapalpa up in the mountains. It's like a goat, but not quite, kind of like a ram.
Oh, it's already here. Oh, yes. Oh,
Gracias.
Pacifico. Oh, yes,
Órale, la buena, la clara.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Muchas gracias.
A little bit of salt. Look at that. That's kosher salt.
He keeps kosher.
That is a big shot.
Good. Eso es el consomé de consomé de borrego, cebollita.
People like to do the onion in there with a little squirt of lime juice.
That's gonna be really spicy, so yep.
It's okay. Borrego.
Yes.
A nice bone here. I love this stuff. Meat on the bone like this. That's good.
Gracias.
And then we have the borrego. Oh, we got some meats here.
Borrego llegó.
Jeez.
Borrego.
And we finally have borrego al pastor, or lamb cooked shepherd style.
Muy bueno borrego.
Definitely not a dish for someone with vegan tendencies, and maybe not even for someone who's a casual meat eater. You gotta be a true carnivore to appreciate this.
You could feel they had such a strong pride of work and what they do. They put their, heart and souls into, roasting it. Perfectly cooked. You see those guys? Those motherfuckers were tapalpeando. They were the original tapalpeadores. Drinking beer, hanging. That guy's a little tapalpeado out.
Sure.
The one on the left.
Yeah, he's
But
passed
the other
out.
ones are fucking tapalpeando. In Tapalpa, having fun. And we're trying to follow in their footsteps.
Yes.
Ahora justo nos mudamos estamos haciendo YouTube, es Savvy You, si ustedes quieren pueden ver el YouTube de él, y estamos yendo a Jijic, que estamos visitando recién aquí a ver qué hay para comer, qué es interesante para hacer aquí y qué les parece, qué nos pueden decir que es bueno para hacer aquí, qué comer, visitar.
Pues aquí en Ajijic, pues los hot dogs están muy buenos. Más
Sí, los
adelante
hot dogs.
hay una cenaduría que
Ok.
es comida mexicana, casera muy rica.